Hello and welcome back to the channel, and today we're talking about the Vin 5. This is going to be my full review of the Vin Cube 5x5 that came out recently, and man, do I have a lot of great things to say about this puzzle. Before we get into the review though, please consider subscribing to the channel. We're so close. We only need about 100 more at the time of uploading this to get to 1,000. Hit that button. Make sure you hit the like button too. Alright, let's get into the Vin Cube 5x5. This cube came out couple weeks ago, and I am beyond thrilled with it, to say the least. Before we get into the cube itself though, I want to go over what we get in the box. So very standard box. I do love the colors on the box. Very cool box in my opinion. Let's get this open and let's just see. So the cube would be here, plastic wrapped of course, and then when you open up your accessories pouch here, it will come with a manual that explains how to solve the cube. Pretty straightforward stuff that comes. English, Chinese. I can't read the Chinese. Good thing it comes in English. Alright, it also comes with this screwdriver thing, conveniently plastic wrapped, and this you can use to tension the puzzle. I'm sure that a lot of us have a gajillion screwdrivers. I think I have 20 plus Mo-use cube drivers, you know what I'm saying? And then, of course, it comes with this beautiful bag to put the cube in to keep it protected. Pretty nice material, nice and soft, and it's got the Vin logo on it. So that is everything that comes inside of the accessories box. Now we're going to start talking about the cube, and like I said, I have a lot to say about this puzzle. So I got this puzzle 2 days ago, and I have already put in probably close to 400 solves on my two Vin 5s. Now, I'm going to say something here, and it's going to be controversial. I'm going to say it. I think it's better than the GAN. In my opinion. I really like it. I think it's better than the GAN 5, which is insane because I'm somebody who's been like GAN 5, GAN 5, GAN 5, and I have not been able to put this puzzle down. This cube has made me like 5x5 again. You know, I was starting to get into a funk with 5x5, which is crazy because it's my favorite puzzle. But I've been loving it. I have not been able to put this cube down, and let's get into why. One, this has this classic Vin Cube UV coating. I love their UV coat. There's just something about it that they've had on all of their puzzles that to me feels better than most UV coats out there. It's got a nice grip to it. It feels almost a little bit more textured, if that makes sense, than other cubes. And aside from that, the turning, oh my gosh. All right, let's do some turns. This thing is fast. It's very, very fast. Out of the box, the internal pieces actually have like this weird matte texture on them, which I think is quite interesting. It gives it like a sandpaper feel out of the box, but after about 15 solves, I would say, that feeling is completely gone. It feels very smooth inside. The cube provides just straight speed. Now, of course, I have mine set up with Speedcube Shop, Stardust, and Lunar. I kept it on the stock tensions, and after a few break-in solves, this cube has become, again, one of my favorite 5x5s. And so what better way to review this than to compare this to the cube that I claim that it is better than. So I'm going to pull out my GAN 526 here, and let's compare it. Well, the Vin Cube is slightly smaller. I don't know if you can see that, but it's probably about a millimeter and a half smaller than the GAN, and but it does feel similar in weight to the GAN. So not like super crazy there, but it definitely is smaller. It feels a little bit more compact, if that makes sense. Like the GAN has a really light and airy feel to it, as most GAN cubes do. But the Vin here, it feels a lot more compact, less air in the space gaps inside. That's okay. This puzzle is, it's just hard for me to describe it. It's just straight speed with a classic Vin Cube feel. The corner cut's nice. magnet strength is perfect. So like it's hard to show you the snappiness that they have slow, but like when you're solving, you can definitely tell the magnets are doing their thing, and they're doing their thing quite well. So VinCube got the magnet strength on this puzzle absolutely perfect. It's hard to explain in words, for me at least, how good this is. The best thing I can say again is I have not been able to put this cube down. Internally, I don't really want to take it apart, but it seems to me that it is just a standard 5x5. It is nothing crazy. However, it's just done quite well. As far as I know, it does have a ball core, which contributes to its stability. We love that. Yes, it does come with a ball core, so that is nice. What did I do here? I did that first. A little bit more specifics about this cube. It has 112 magnets. It has 35-degree forward corner cutting, and it has 20-degree reverse corner cutting. And of course, it has the wider edge pieces, as most 5x5s have been getting now. And because of the ball core, like I said, we got the corner-to-core magnets, makes it more controllable, all of that. Statistics though, like size-wise, it's actually 62 millimeters, which is interesting because it feels smaller than the GAN. So I don't know if the GAN is like 62 and a half or what, but it does have a bit of a smaller size than the GAN. This thing comes in at 134 grams, so not too heavy. And then it comes in two versions. So we have a UV coated version that comes in at $34.95 on Speedcube Shop, and then we have a glossy plastic that comes in at $29.95. So we have a pretty great price point on this puzzle, and as compared to like the $60 GAN 5x5, that's a bit much. However, price to performance wise, this cube beats the GAN in every way. This cube is phenomenal performance wise. I can get some pretty solid times on this. You've seen a lot of people online getting like personal records on this, fast people too, people getting personal records in like the 30s range, stuff like that. It's fast, people like it, and it makes sense. And so like, you're looking at this is coming in, the most expensive version is coming in at $35, right? And people are able to do that with it, and it's fast, it feels great, it sets up nice. And then you look at the GAN, which sure, world records are broken with the GAN, but it's coming in at $60, and not a lot. Like I've seen a lot of people, at least local to me, switching to the Ouchwang more than the GAN, and so it seems like the GAN, at least local to me, is falling a bit out of favor. I think that this could be definitely stealing the top place for 5x5, at least for me. I think maybe at the pro level, we're going to see this be a sleeper puzzle. I think maybe we'll see some people use it. Maybe we won't. However, you're going to catch me using this for sure, and I hope to catch you using this. I'm very happy with this 5x5, and again, I think it's better than the GAN. Hands down, in my opinion, it's just better than the GAN. It performs, at least for me, better than the GAN. It feels better than the GAN. It locks up and pops less than the GAN, at least for me. Some people are very much going to disagree with this opinion, but I think it is better. That being said, I would like to leave you guys with a solve on this puzzle. You should definitely consider getting this. If you like big cubes or even just 5x5, you need to have this for your collection, whether you're going to use it as your main or not. It's in my top 3. In fact, for me, it's in the top place. I think this could be a cube that's in a lot of people's top 3 5x5s. And so, yeah, you should definitely pick one of these up. Go over to Speedcube Shop, get one. Very inexpensive in terms of 5x5 hardware, and I think you'll really enjoy having this puzzle. I'm going to do a solve, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.